Now, there's also some don'ts. Don't ever turn your back on your audience. Don't ever read slides. I think that's insulting, where you've turned your back on them and the audio sound. Listen, the PowerPoint, that is not the show. You are the trainer. Use it as a supplement. We're going to come back to that quite a bit. Don't be monotone, as I said. Don't read slides. I can read on my own, thank you. If you're going to read your slides to me, why don't you just send me the slides and I'll just read it off-site and I don't need to come to your training. Tell stories. Do you remember the one I talked about as I was an examiner and I went in the teller and I left her alone? Those types of things. If you've ever been through the flood training that I do, you probably have heard about my sister who was killed in a car accident, the picture that we have of her. I can tell you that people come up to me 20 years later and tell me they'll never forget what they need to do about giving flood notices because of that story that I told. It's very moving. I have people that wipe their eyes when I tell that story. And that's not the point of it, but it's going to hit at home. It's going to capture their attention, and it's going to help them remember, and those types of stories. So there are things you can do, like Google maybe the topic that you're looking at. If I'm going to do Bank Secrecy Act training in Montana, before I go to that institution, I'm going to probably look for enforcement actions. I'm going to look for drug busts. I'm going to look for something about terrorist financing, something in Montana that I can relate. And maybe it even hits really home with the bank that I'm going to be training. Maybe they were involved in this. Maybe they filed the suspicious activity report. Those types of things. Know the whys behind, why do we have to do this regulation? If you can explain the why to people, not just the how, and that helps people understand the spirit of the law, etc.